Peace and love, family. It is none other than your girl, Fox Rich, here with day number 3 after 21 years and 4 days. Our family, the Rich family, has been reunited, and our king, Robert, has come home to us.
72 hours and it still is good. Oh man, every day just keeps getting better. Wanted to send shouts out to everybody out there that have been sending their prayers, that have been watching us, that have been following us, that have continued to send us your energy. God knows we've been living in it.
So we just kind of wanted to do, Rob and I thought that since there are so many families that are returning home, that and so much that people that have done long sentences like our family has, that you go through when you return, we wanted to make sure that we shared some of these experiences as we're going through them. So today is day 3 of freedom, and we spent yesterday
at the family reunion. We got together with a group of people in Shreveport, and that turned out so nice. I wanted to thank everybody that came out for that as well.
The Port City party, listen, for
Y'all
those
really
that
showed up.
You showed up and showed out. The storm could not keep our family and friends away in Shreveport on yesterday. Even the flood. It was storming outside and people were still coming. It was amazing. And I just thank everybody that showed up for us and allowed us to close out this New York Times documentary in a mighty way.
Yes, indeed. And then this morning we woke up with the 72nd hour. And it was my first day at church, my first day that I was able to share the service with my beautiful wife, youngest son, Robert, and our oldest son, Remington.
So this was our first family Sunday church visit. So that was amazing as well. Robert, what did you think about church this morning with your dad?
Church was amazing. It's great being able to say I've had a lot of first experiences and being able to be like, oh, first movie, first car ride. But as far as church goes, it was a great visit, being able to get a great message from our pastor. It was amazing.
Who gave a message today?
Pastor Baldwin.
And who else spoke today?
My dad, actually.
Yeah, your dad. So, one of the things that Robert and I were hopeful for was after God had freed us, because it took nothing short of a miracle for us to come from under the 60-year numerical life sentence that Robert had. And so one of the things that he was really concerned about being able to do, or wanting to do when he came home, was to be able to testify about God's goodness. Baby, what about that?
Well, one of the things, I wasn't able to go as long as I would have liked to have gone in church.
Because he can talk.
But the main thing out of that is that what I wanted to drive home most is that of those 2.3 million men and women that are trapped in prisons, I gave a vow to the men when I left there that I would let the world know that they were there. And a lot of times I think that families forget about that. And any time that you have 2.3 million people that are locked away in prisons, and sadly enough, disproportionately African-American families are affected the most. And so that means that very few of us out there are no more than maybe 1 degree of separation away from a family member that is locked up. And family is a beautiful thing, and we really have to value that. Value it so much so that we don't allow prison to drive a wedge between us, despite the hardships that come along with it, because your loved ones need you. Trust me, I know, because I just left there.
And then something else that people say, I hear all the time, is that, sometimes people go and they volunteer in prisons and they think that they are going to just be able to be of service to the people that are in prison. And they always walk away saying that they came away more blessed than the blessing that they thought that they were going to be to others. So I know for a fact that in service, we are able to get what we need for ourselves. So whatever we send out into the world is what we definitely get back. So day number 3.
Day number 3, this is our first movie.
So this evening, Rob is taking us to the movies. Where we going?
We're going to see
White Boy Rick.
Rob's
This will be
choice.
interesting. Rob's choice. So we'll see definitely how this kind of goes. But Rob and I are going to work to document this journey of his return through our Fox and Rob YouTube channel. And so we're hoping that you guys will like it, that you will share it, and that you will give us an opportunity to share this journey with us. I think we almost got Rob learning how to send a text message. How's that been,
Almost.
babe?
I've narrowed it down to about 7.5 minutes. When I first started, it took me about 30 minutes to do it. Then day 2, I got down to about 15 minutes. So now it's about 7.5. So if any of y'all respond to any of our videos or any of those things, and then when I respond back, just know it takes me a little minute. So by the end of the week, I think I'll be and had this thing narrowed down to where I'll be able to do it a whole lot more effectively.
Yeah, so we are just excited to be at home in Shreveport. Robert hasn't been to Shreveport in 21 years. So this is an amazing opportunity for him to be around family and friends and, restoration, huh, babe?
That's right. And to know that I just made light of the little texting situation, but that's also reflective of long suffering. Those are the little bitty things like that exist inside of our system that shouldn't be there. You hold a man for 21 years. Some guys are being held for 30 years, 40 years, and 50 years. And then those guys are being returned back to society. And once they get here, they really don't have what's necessary in order to function, because we live in a world right now where
Archaic and barbaric.
Okay.
Archaic and barbaric. No air conditioning in the dorms for the men. No access to computers. No access to cell phones. Families are paying $3.25 for a 15-minute phone call for their loved ones, and almost 40 cents per email, when everybody in the world is emailing free. And incarcerated families, the least among our society, are having to pay to send an email to their loved one. So we got a lot of damn work to do, but guess what?
We gonna do the work.
We gonna do the work. We
asking
don't
y'all to
mind.
join
We
us.
ain't scared. We just
Okay.
asking y'all to join us. Rob, you got any finishing words so we can get in this movie?
We love you all, and don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Enough said.
Enough said. Peace, y'all. Nah, stop it.
Press the X.
Oh, not that X, huh? It X like that. And.